has been a crazy morning. This is no ordinary London. I kind of feel like we go through normal security as a deadheader. I keep an extra stash up here. She is literally gonna be on my flight. I am so excited. All but 3 of us stayed at the airport. There's really not a lot of space in here. Taylor's room is gonna be the room to get ready. Let's go ahead and get our stuff together and we'll go walk across the way. Good morning, you guys. So hopefully you all enjoyed part 1. If you missed it, I'll link it down below in the description box, but also try to pop it up. It comes up on one of these 2 spots on the screen, so that way y'all can watch it and get all caught up. But before you dive into part 2, I did want to go ahead and take a moment to thank today's sponsor, which is Factor. Chip and I actually got into like a fight yesterday, not like a real fight, but like a bickering fight, because he ate my favorite one. I wish I was joking. I'm not even joking. The meal we got into an argument over was actually this one right here, which is the tomato and goat cheese chicken cavatappi with herb roasted zucchini. So normally this is one of their vegetarian meals, and I got it once by accident and I just fell in love. I'm pretty sure this is like my favorite one. And this week they actually did it with chicken. So I ordered 2 of them and I already ate one, and then Chip was like, well, the second one's for me. And I was like, no. I ordered them both for me because I love it so much, and it actually came with chicken this week, which made me super excited because it had 39 grams of protein in this meal. But today I'm actually having the shredded chicken and loaded mashed potatoes with mushroom gravy, smoked cheddar, bacon, and Parmesan broccoli. You just can't go wrong with Factor, honestly. But if you never heard of Factor before, let me put you on, because you have to be living under a rock. Factor makes meeting your nutrition goals easier than ever by delivering fresh, never frozen, dietitian approved meals right to your doorstep. So you can go ahead and cross meal prepping off your list this holiday season with Factor. And another reason I love Factor is because of how easy they make my life. I'm constantly looking for things that are gonna simplify my life so I can put my time and effort towards other things, and Factor does that for me because they give me the most delicious flavor-packed meals, and all they take are 2 minutes in the microwave, 120 seconds, and I have like the best meals ever. And they also keep me on track with my health and fitness goals, so I don't have to worry about that either, which is especially nice around the holiday season when, you know, it's really kind of easy to fall off the bandwagon. But the other thing is that I don't have to worry about, you know, the dreaded grocery planning, the grocery shopping, the cooking, the cleaning, none of that. It's like right here, right at my doorstep, easy to go. So if you're looking to do something nice for yourself and your family this holiday season, Factor is the way to go. And right now, if you head to factor75.com and use code CatNesbitt50, you'll get 50% off your first Factor box. Once again, thank you to Factor for sponsoring today's video. Now let's head into part 2. How you feeling?
So we just went to this gorgeous gallery. I think my favorite was the Klimt. What do you think?
Oh, 100%. In actuality, we ended up at Dishoom's. It was absolutely delicious. And then it started raining, and not just a little, but quite a bit. So we snuck into a restaurant. Do you remember the name?
No, I don't.
Okay, we don't remember the name, but we ended up sneaking in there just for a little bit to kind of let the rain dissipate. I think I got splashed.
Rude.
And now we're walking over to a Christmas market, but little did I know, I am just following Taylor, and Taylor's just following the sidewalks. So nobody really knows where we're going,
No,
so I don't know.
I know exactly where we're going. I have a vision. I just feel like I know it in my heart.
And sure enough, Taylor's heart led us right to the right place, which was Winter Wonderland. So we stopped at the box office and got tickets, which ended up being about £9 per person. And obviously we were so excited. So this is their big Christmas market. It's absolutely massive inside. And the first thing we obviously wanted to do is stop and get some Glühwein. So we decided to grab a cup, and it didn't take long at all before Taylor ended up spilling it on her shirt. And then we decided to go onto this ride. So you see it as soon as you walk in on your left side. Taylor was adamant that we should really do this, and you guys, if you see this, please run in the opposite direction. We waited in line and then got on, and it was like the weirdest thing ever. We were so happy to get off. And then finally we decided to walk around and just see the sights and all the lights until we found this awning. And inside they were actually playing like Christmas polka music. So we stayed there and then walked around a little bit more, just exploring the park and all of the magnificence that is the Christmas Christmas market there before finally deciding to take an Uber back to the hotel for an early wake up. I am freezing. It is so cold in here. I turned it up to 26 degrees Celsius. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but I'm so cold. I think I'm gonna have to sleep in socks, and like that's not generally my jam, but I really think I'm gonna have to. Anyways, we're back in the hotel. So it turns out that tomorrow's van time is at 5:50 in the morning. So I think I'm gonna wake up at like 4:50. I don't think I'm gonna do like a bunch of like hair and makeup. I'll at least make myself presentable because at the end of the day, I'm at work, but I still want to be able to sleep. I'm really hoping we'll be able to get business class. I checked in basically like as soon as I possibly could. And because this is a scheduled deadhead, basically I go above all of the non-revs, which are the non-revenue passengers. So basically anybody using like flight benefits, but I go underneath any of the paying passengers that might be on the upgrade list. So it's kind of hit or miss. Maybe if I'm super lucky. Right now, it looks like there's a few seats in business class open, but premium economy is oversold. And I'm not sure when that happens, if they move people up or if they move people back. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Like, I'm getting paid regardless just to sit back, get some work done, chill, watch some movies. So it kind of is what it is at this point. But yeah, I'm just hoping to get a little bit of sleep so that way the drive home won't be so exhausting. Yeah, I'm gonna get some sleep in the meantime, and I'll see you guys bright and early in the morning. Night. Good morning, you guys. So I'm trying to finish getting ready. I'm pretty much all packed up. Right now it's 5:24, so we need to head down probably in the next like 10 minutes or so. Yeah, give or take about 10 minutes or so. I might try to get coffee downstairs because what you guys did not see is that last night was very eventful. I don't know if I ate something bad or what happened, but like I was having like the worst stomach pain ever. I woke up immediately from it at like 12 and then could not go to sleep because it was just like in such pain, and it was nauseous. I did not feel good at all. I think I was up for probably until 4 o'clock. And then from 4 until about 4:45, I actually slept. So I normally try to give myself like at least an hour to get ready, but today I was like, I kind of pushed it with the snooze button a little bit. But also another thing, which I cannot believe I did not hear that. Like I told you guys, Taylor is in the room that's straight across from mine. And she was like, I had a water leak and like all of my stuff, like my charger and things are covered in water, like my jacket is covered in water. And I was like, girl, what? And she's like, you did not hear them banging on my door at 3 a.m. And maybe I was just set up in the bathroom and I was just focused on my own thing. So apparently she's not had the best of mornings either. So I'm really now more than ever praying that we get like a first or a business class seat. Please, a seat that like lays flat. I mean, if we don't, we don't, but it would be so nice right now because I am literally exhausted. And that was like the really bad thing last night is I was like, I knew I needed to go to sleep. Like I knew I needed sleep. I just could not get myself to go to sleep. And then when you have anxiety about not sleeping, it just makes it worse. I'm already in just this. I don't know. Can y'all see my fit? Here, I'll show you. So my realistic airport fit is I'm gonna wear this, so just like my H&M sweatpants, some tall socks, and then my H&M Nirvana hoodie, there's no hood, sweatshirt. And then I also am gonna end up wearing my little UGG mini dupes. And I'm just using my T3, so I'm gonna finish doing a little bit of my hair, at least make myself like semi presentable. And I'm also wearing my Glasses USA glasses. But you guys, another thing that I noticed is that my eyes have been like straining so much, and like my right eye is like not seeing well out of this prescription anymore. So I'm gonna have to plan a trip to the eye doctor. So we'll just put it on the tab, the ever needing to do tab. But anyways, I'm gonna finish curling up my hair, and then I guess we're gonna go over to Taylor's room and then go downstairs. Good morning, sunshine. So once we got to the Heathrow airport, they did drop us off at a different spot because the deadheaders do in fact go through normal security like a passenger, which is so much easier. So after getting through security, we decided to do a little bit of window shopping over at Harrods before going over to L&N. This is one of my favorite breakfast spots at the airport. I just think it's so cute. Allie and I actually went here last time we were here as well. So I got a matcha latte as well as the eggs Benedict on gluten-free bread, and Taylor got the Turkish eggs. So we sat and had breakfast while we waited for our seats, and sure enough, we got first class. So we had to do our little first class walk all the way down the jet bridge, and then once we got on, we got all situated. So this was my little pod right across from Taylor's, which is so nice, and we tried to play it as cool as possible, but you guys, we were screaming. We were so excited. And so then next I looked over the menu. So in first class, there are so many options to choose from. Everything from the appetizers to the main entree to the desserts to the landing service. So after I decided on what meals I was gonna have, I decided to take a look around, and there are slippers and 2 different kinds of pillows and blankets as well as bedding, and I just made myself right at home. Now, I wanna be very clear with you guys that this job is amazing. It presents me opportunities such as flying first class that I would never otherwise get, especially on an international flight. I am so grateful for what I do. And after getting my pillow and blanket all situated, I went ahead and grabbed my Bang & Olufsen headphones, which my double chin here is a paid actor. Thank you for showing up. It's very humbling. But I got all settled in, and also with the TV, there is a remote on the side, so you can control it as well because the TV is so far away from you. So then finally it was time to start taking off, and you guys, I was just soaking it all in. It's so nice. And I want to go ahead and put this in here because I made Taylor use her window seat and record this, and even though it is shaky camera, it deserves its moment. It deserves its chance to shine for you to appreciate it. So after we got out of sterile, I pressed this button which turns my seat to the side, as well as this button which pops the TV out so it lines up perfectly. And then my seatmate put the divider up, which is really nice for a little bit of privacy, as well as this touchscreen seat setting. So there's pre-seat settings as well as seat adjustments where you can auto set it to whatever you want, as well as a lumbar adjustment and a massager. Now I'll be honest, the massager's not great, but it's there, you know, so why not use it? So I started watching the new Little Mermaid. So cute, you guys. And then it was finally time for service. So they brought out the linens as well as hot towels, and you can use this to like wipe your hands or any of your area. And then they bring out the warmed mixed nuts as well as mixed olives and any drink of your choice, which I just had water. And then it was time for the appetizers, which I chose the salmon as well as the Greek yogurt and fruit. And then over here, they actually offer you tons of breads that you can choose from. But because I've been doing gluten-free, I just skipped it. But you guys, the salmon was actually one of the best things I had all day long. And then I did the traditional breakfast because it was the most gluten-free option, and I was too full for dessert, but I went ahead and filmed Taylor's cute little cheese plate. And then it was finally jammy time. So they actually provide you pajamas up front. So I changed into my cute little setup here, and then it was time to set up my bed. Now the flight attendants can actually do this for you if you request it, but I just did it myself. So you'll take it out of the cover, and then it wraps onto the seat, and then it just kind of like lays flat, and it gives extra padding up there, so you'll get the best sleep ever. So this is actually what it ends up looking like. And then when you lay the bed flat, it'll lay across all the way. And then I went ahead and opened my other little pillow and blanket set. So I ended up getting one big fluffy pillow as well as a lumbar pillow. And then you get like this thick blanket as well as like a thinner, lighter blanket. And I passed out until it was basically 2 hours to landing. I slept so good, you guys. So then once I finally started getting up, I went ahead and got my amenity kit out so I could get some stuff to freshen up. So inside the kit, they provide you with this little dental set, which comes with a toothbrush as well as toothpaste. And then also there's a little cleansing wipe. And then inside, there's also these earplugs, so if you need them whenever you're sleeping in case it's a little bit too noisy. There's also some socks in there. They're just like light, but they're still nice. And they also give you lotion as well as lip balm. And then there's an eye mask to use when you're sleeping. And then lastly is a pen. So I went into the lavatory to use my dental kit. So here's the cute little travel toothbrush as well as toothpaste. So I freshened up before the landing service. So I did the Niçoise salad. They also had cookies, but because of the gluten thing, I skipped on the cookies. And here's Miss Taylor as well, finally waking up. And then we went through customs before having to head to the vehicle. What a hard day of work, you guys. It was so exhausting, and now I am finally heading home.